January 27th, 2024. The creepiest day in Gorilla Tag history.
There is something wrong with Gorilla Tag. Every single map is very, very dark, like Forest here. You can barely even see some of the branches. And like I said, it is in like every single map.
Why is Gorilla Tag so dark? Every map is so dark now.
You may be wondering why, what happened on this day? Why is it so scary? So in this video, I'm going to cover exactly what happened. So if you weren't aware, last year on January 27th, the maps Forests, Canyons, Beach and Mountains all mysteriously appeared to become very dark. There was absolutely no lighting at all and you could barely see anything. Every single object in these maps were completely pitch black except the occasional light spot that was eerily lit up. Now, I was actually playing Gorilla Tag on this day, so I'm going to be sharing my experiences of this event with you. But first, I'm going to be seeing what other people's experiences were like. If you search this date into YouTube, you'll find a lot of videos talking about this. And I'm going to be playing some of them now.
There is something wrong with Gorilla Tag. Every single map is very, very dark, like Forest here. You can barely even see some of the branches, so it's kind of hard to play in comp. And like I said, it is in like every single map. This is a very rare occurrence. Let's go see what other people think about it.
Why is Gorilla Tag so dark? Every map is so dark now. Beach, canyons, mountains. The others haven't been affected.
As you can see, all of the videos show the maps Forest, Beach, Canyons and Mountains all being extremely dark, and having no lighting whatsoever. But the strange thing is, this didn't happen to all of the maps. Maps like City, Rotating and Caves were all perfectly fine. All of these videos mentioned this being really scary, and that definitely sums up this event. No one was expecting this, and most players don't even know it happened. Since I played on this day, I'm going to share my experience with all of you. I don't have any recordings of this, so I'm just going to have to try and recreate my story. I loaded into Gorilla Tag, joined a private code and went straight to Forest. I immediately noticed it was extremely dark, but since I was new at the time, I thought this was just something that happens at night. I kept on playing, but I had a strange feeling and I could barely see anything. I've never seen anything like this before and something felt really off. I noticed a lot of creepy things like the gazebo being randomly lit up. It was getting so weird that I decided to just try and go to Beach instead. I climbed up the rope and after taking one look at Beach, I knew something wasn't right. Everything that I saw in Beach was darker than it was in Forest. Weirdly, the sky looked normal, but everything else was extremely dark. I tried just playing normally, but I was really confused about this. Something about this just felt so creepy, and I had this strange feeling that I was being watched. I didn't want to keep playing like this, so I got off and the next time I went on, everything was completely normal. After that day, I never thought about this event again. That was my experience on this day, and I never really thought anything about it until I made this video. There is a Gorilla Tag code that many people have experienced being doxed in by what appears to be some glitch-like bot. As far as I can see, there's no straight answers saying what happens in this code or why it happened. I was trying to think of ideas similar to this, and that's when I remembered the day that everything was pitch black. I knew that this couldn't have just happened to me, so I started doing research. And surprisingly, I found out that a lot of people experienced the exact same thing. I surprisingly couldn't find the developers talking about this at all, but I might know a place where we can find information on this. The official Gorilla Tag Discord server. Anytime there's a problem with Gorilla Tag, they always talk about it on here. So that must mean that they talked about it on this server, right? Well, I went back to this date and I didn't find anything at all. So what actually happened? Was it some kind of hacker that was trying to scare the community by making everything dark? A lot of people made theories that Gorilla Tag got hacked and this was some kind of warning that something bad was going to happen. So, did Gorilla Tag really get hacked on this day? Well, no, it's actually a lot more boring than that. Basically, when Lemming was working on another map, he accidentally deleted the lighting on a ton of other maps. It's assumed he was working on making the rotating map brighter, which happened not too long after this event. And while he was doing this, he accidentally deleted the lighting. That's kind of crazy, but something else that's crazy is that you're not subscribed yet. So that's the mystery of January 27th, 2024 solved. The creepiest day in Gorilla Tag history.